as my parents, I expect you to love and support me no matter what. I expect you to be there for me. I expect you to want what's best for me. And I expect you to better yourself, to keep a relationship with me and my child. And it's very unfortunate that I can't even get that from my own parents. And, you know, a lot of people are always like, well, I think they're jealous of you. I think your parents are jealous of you. I think your mom is jealous of you. I think your dad is jealous of you. And I'd be like, I don't be thinking people jealous of me. But, like, when people be explaining it, when a therapist explains it, I'm like, why would you be jealous of me as my parents? As my parents, like, why would you not want what's best for me? You don't want me to be better than you? Because you tell me that you do, and then you do everything possible to make sure that I'm not better than you, and that I consistently rely on you, because when I rely on you, that's when you have the upper hand, and you can treat me however you want to treat me, thinking that I'm going to stay around and that I'm never going to leave, despite telling me that I need to leave. And I just think that's wild, because, like, me having my own child, like, I'd be like, you know, even around my parents, like, I'm not going to kick you out. My parents didn't kick me out at 18. I wanted to leave, but they told me that I wasn't ready. And because they were my parents, I assume, like, you know, they know more about life than I do. So, like, if they say I'm not ready, then I'm not ready. And I wish I would have never listened. I wish I would have known how my parents actually felt about me back then. And then maybe I wouldn't be in the same situations. Not blaming my parents. I'm just saying that if I knew back then how my parents really felt about me, I probably would have left and never came back. And I probably would have been able to avoid a lot of the situations that I went through while relying on my parents. I have the same expectations for myself. And as a mother to a 4-year-old, if I am willing and able to better myself, not just as a mother, but as a person, then why can't you, as my parents, who I have been fighting for a relationship with y'all since I was a minor? You know, I spent my whole 20s trying to seek approval and love from the very people who don't like me for some weird reason, and they don't even know why they don't like me. But they've made it very clear that they don't. So I'm not making it up in my head. And if I was the only child, I'd be like, okay, you know, I can maybe understand it. But I'm not even the only child. Like, I have a sister, and they don't treat her like that. They let her talk to them crazy. They let her disrespect them and put her hands on people, and with no consequence. And she's never wrong, and it's never her fault. But she also looks like them, and she also behaves like them, and have their habits, good and bad. I don't look like my parents. I don't act like them. And I don't know, like, I don't know if that has something to do with it or not. But, like, y'all treat me bad. And when y'all need help, y'all rely on me. Because y'all talk so much shit about her, talking about she's not responsible, she's not reliable, she's a horrible person, she's disrespectful, she's this, she's that. And then you come to me when you need help, and I'm always there, despite how you've treated me in the past and how you consistently treat me to this day. And, you know, it's very unfortunate that I will be 27 in a few weeks. And my goal is to get far away from them. I made it very clear, like, you know, once I'm able, I'm never coming back. You'll never hear from me again. I will change my number, and we will never speak again. You can take me out the wheel if I'm in the wheel. You don't gotta give me a fucking dime. And I was even considering changing my name so I can have no connection to y'all. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate that my parents have caused so much damage and then do less than the bare minimum and expect me to accept it when you treat her like she's some princess. But maybe it's because she's like y'all and I'm not, and I'll never be. And maybe that's a problem. Maybe you're jealous. Maybe it's a threat. Maybe you want me to struggle the way that you did. Maybe you want me to be your personal punching bag because nobody else will allow that. You see how people don't like how you treat them, and then they leave you? Well, I've been the only person to stay. Maybe that's why you think you can get away with it. But when I cut my relationship off with you, I'm cutting my relationship off with you, me, and my child. We will no longer associate with y'all. I know my baby is beautiful. I know she has a beautiful mother. Y'all thought my baby was gonna be ugly? Why is that such a surprise to you? And I'm doing a damn good job by myself. And when I no longer need my parents' help, I'm gone. You'll never see me again. Ever. You may see me on the news. You may see me on a TV show. You may see me on a book. Who knows? You may see me somewhere doing big things. And if you think I'm defaming your character by telling people what you've done, wait till I get to that point in my life where I can expose exactly who y'all were and how you contributed in my success. Imagine.